my fellow Americans, I have gathered you all here today to celebrate the life and union of me and these Oreo Reese's. I don't know if I have that much to say right now. I feel like I say that every single time. I always say, I don't know if I really have that much to talk about, and then I find shit to talk about for 45 minutes. 45 plus minutes, by the way. It just takes me, I'm kicking my foot. I don't know why I'm doing that. It just takes me like a few minutes to, you know, get the old train of thought chugging along. Ooh. This is empty. But my favorite Red Bull, I think, out of like the basic ones, is the blueberry Red Bull. And they're killing her. I don't know when, but I heard a rumor on TikTok that they're killing her. I'm not okay with that. I really don't know what I'm gonna do. They are apparently killing her to bring back the Vanilla Ice Berry, which I really like that one, so it might be an okay trade-off. But the blueberry one, right now, it's my current it's like been my favorite. So I'm really sad to see her go. I don't like any of the other ones that much. I recently had the green one, the Karubo one. That one was kind of good. I've never tried it before because it sounded nasty, but I did try it recently under circumstances where it was free and offered to me. So I tried it and I was like, this is kind of good. And the strawberry apricot one's pretty good. When I first tapped into Red Bull, that one was like my go-to. So it's just kind of played out, you know? So I don't really drink that one anymore. But if the blueberry is available, I will drink the blueberry. If it's not available, I will drink the strawberry apricot. If strawberry apricot is not available, if it really gets down to it, I will drink the coconut or whatever the fuck the yellow one is. I will drink those in times of need and desperation, but I definitely don't prefer them. My absolute last choice right now is that fucking apple and ginger shit. Everyone I've talked to has been like, oh, I kind of like it. It tastes like apple juice. To me, it tasted like straight ginger. Like, if you just fucking... all of the ginger and the whole batch that everyone else was drinking from was in the Red Bull that I had, I'm pretty sure. Because everyone's like, oh, I could barely taste the ginger. And I'm like, all I tasted was ginger. So, maybe your taste buds are broken. Or mine are just extra sensitive. But I don't know, because I can't taste, like, the cilantro thing. I do think it tastes like soap, but I like it, you know? So maybe there's something wrong with my taste buds. But yeah. That's the problem with Red Bull. That's the problem with our society right now. Before I tapped into Red Bull, I was really into Monsters. Like, that was my intro to energy drinks. And the only ones I really liked were the pink one, the Pipeline Punch, the neon green one, I don't remember what that one's called, and then the orange one. I think it's sugar-free. I don't know. But I do like that one. So, not that anyone asked. If you even care. That's one of my favorite things to say right now. If you even care. That, I'm really into, why would a man be there? I'm really into that one right now. Yeah, those are my favorite, I think. Why would a man be there? If you even care. One of my all-time, like, this one never goes away, but it's the I look at the computer say, Floyd said, fuck T.I., fuck Nelly, fuck 50. I'm like, what'd he say fuck me for? Nelly fucked your first baby mama, Melissa, then took your fucking fiance. I love that one. I like that one a lot. What else? I feel like I'm boring. Shit, I need some more caffeine. I should have shotgunned this and then did this earlier, because I'm already at like, what, 5 minutes? I'm already running out of shit to talk about. This reminds me, I type really fast, and people often notice that I type quite fast. And I remember one time I was at work typing away, and a patient was like, oh, like, it sounds like you type really fast. What do you type, like 100 words per minute? And I was like, actually, yeah. And he goes, wow. And I said, why did this occur to me to say? I couldn't tell you. But I said, oh yeah, I used to write a lot of fan fiction as a kid, so I got really fast. Right. Why would you say that? And he was like a younger person too. Like, I don't think he was much older than like 30. So I feel like he for sure knew what fan fiction is. And I think he was probably just like, okay, all right. And then it always comes back to fan fiction. It always fucking comes back to fan fiction for me. I'm not gonna go that into detail about my fan fiction because I always do, but I'm really passionate about it. But I remember this one time I started seeing a new therapist, and she asked me, like, towards the beginning, you know, they trying to get to know you and shit before you deep dive into the trauma. They like make small talk, you know, to lure you into being safe. And she asked me like what I kind of do for fun, and I tried to be vague. When people ask me like what kind of things I do for fun, I usually say, oh, I like to write. I don't tell them what I like to write. And then sometimes they ask follow-up questions like, oh, what do you like to write? She asked what I like to write. And I was like, well, it's therapy. I just be fully honest. This is a judgment-free zone. And I said, I like to write fan fiction. Then she asked another follow-up question. She said, what for? And I can't tell her like, oh, I don't want to tell you that, because I don't know. I mean, I guess technically I could, like, boundaries or whatever. It's my therapy session, but like I didn't want to. I'm really non-confrontational, like, also in therapy. But I did tell her what I said I'm really into writing Percy Jackson fan fiction. Anyways, back to my issues in therapy. My issues in therapy is that I swear to every therapist will tell you at the beginning of, like, when you start seeing them, like, I need you to be totally honest with me. Like, if there's anything that I do that bothers you or upsets you, like, I want you to tell me. Like, I want to make sure this is a comfortable environment for you. I want to make sure I'm helping you, that kind of shit. But I never do. The therapist could be, like, cussing me out, and I'm never gonna be like, hey, that bothers me. Like, I don't know why I'm such a little bitch. But I'm like that in everything. I'm really non-confrontational to a point where it's a problem for me. I need to man the fuck up, because, you know, you can't go through life like that. So, if you even care. Ooh, another one that I've been really into is, chat, clip that. Chat, clip that. Because, you know, when people, like, I feel like it's a guy thing more than anything, but they'll be like, you say something, like, crazy, and they'll be like, pause. That's my version of pause. Chat, clip that. I love that one. I've been really into those, like, the streaming ones in general. Like, mods, ban him. When Gabe pisses me off, mods, ban him. And then people are ignoring me. Chat, am I on mute? Can you hear me? Chat, can you hear me? Never streamed a day in my life, by the way. I actually really don't have any business doing that. I'm ripping the skin off my lip, you know, shredding my lip as one does. But last night, and Sydney keeps me so humble. She really does. She makes sure that I remember who I am. Last night, we went to the bathroom together. Not to do anything gay. Don't clip that. We went to the bathroom together because that's what girls do. Is it weird that I was in the bathroom with her while she was peeing? No, that's what girls do. Anyways, we came out of the bathroom, and she always got this big-ass fucking tube of Aquaphor. I don't know where she keeps it. Like, she carries it around. I don't know where she keeps it. I'm like, there's no way that fits in your pocket. Anyways, I don't want to think about where she keeps it, actually. She offered me some, and she said, do you want some Aquaphor? I said, No, I'm good. She said, yes, you do. I said, what, am I crusty? She said, yes. That's a real friend. That's a real ass friend right there. To keep me humble like that and to be honest with me. I was like, damn, I guess I am crusty, huh? Still crusty. I think my lips are permanently crusty. No matter how much like chapstick I put on them, always crusty. Which is ironic because like the rest of me, like my face and my hair, never dry. That's never a problem for me. It produces so much oil. I'm greasy all the time. Like, I wash my hair, I barely get 24 hours out of it before I look like a grease ball. I look like I looked like you used my head to mop the floor at McDonald's after the breakfast rush. Grease everywhere, and it's just like all in my hair now. You could probably fry like French fries at McDonald's. You could probably fry the chicken nuggets in my hair grease. And you can actually see, it's really unfortunate, you can actually see that it's extremely greasy right now. So that's your proof that I'm not lying. Might be the greasiest person on the planet. My skin, also greasy. So, but it's also like, my forehead's not really that, well, that's actually a lie. I'm touching it right now and it is greasy. So don't let me lie to you. But it's always super greasy right here. Always super greasy. Like, sometimes I can just wipe the grease off my nose. Isn't that so cute? That's so cute of me. Now what? Now what the fuck is up? I got a new phone, kind of on accident. I just wanted to hypothetically see if Affirm would let me do it. I was like, okay, well, me and Affirm we have a rocky relationship because I have had some late payments in the past. It never gets like more than a month late. They always get their money before my next payment is due. So like, I feel like we never are like beefed out or anything, but they are sometimes annoyed with me. And I'm like, guys, give me a second. You'll get the money, I promise, just not right now. Because I'm poor. I'm always poor. But we have a rocky relationship. So I was like, will Affirm let me do this? Are we cool right now? And they did let me do it. And so I'm clicking through and I'm like, okay, well, I want to see like what the payments are gonna like look like. I like pressed continue or whatever too many times and it said, okay, your order was successfully placed. And I said, my order? Oh, okay. And yes, I could have canceled it. It was not too late at all to cancel the order because I realized 30 seconds after I placed it that I didn't mean to. And it, like I said, 30 seconds after I placed it, it would have been easy to cancel. But then I thought, well, maybe it's the will of the universe. Maybe that's what's supposed to happen. So I got a new phone. And then I updated iOS to whatever the fuck the current update is. I don't know, but I don't like it. I feel like someone's Mima getting an iPhone for the first time. And I'm like, how the fuck do I do this? Where do I find this? I'm on Safari. Safari's the one that pisses me off maybe the most because I'm on Safari and I'm like, where the fuck are my tabs? Where are my other tabs? It takes me a second to fucking click around and find them, which I don't think that's how it should be. The other thing that pisses me off, I don't like iMessage. I don't like the way iMessage looks. I don't like that. It looks like Facebook Messenger to me. And I don't use Facebook Messenger. I don't use Facebook Messenger. Every time I go to use it, I have to re-download the app because I'm never on it. And I never check it unless somebody's like, did you see what I checked you or sent you on Facebook Messenger? And I'm like, no, I didn't. But I can go look if you want. You just gotta give me a minute to re-download this stupid fucking app. Don't ever message me on Facebook Messenger. I won't see it until like 8 months later. What was I gonna say? I also don't like the Photos app. Another one of those things where I'm having trouble navigating it and I don't really know what I'm looking for or what buttons I should be pushing, so it just pisses me off. One of the things I'm most impatient about is technology for sure. Like, also, I road rage because I'm impatient. But mostly technology, I think, because I think I grew up with technology in a way. I grew up like poor, so I wasn't like I didn't have a phone till I was like quite old. I mean, I had like hand-me-down Androids that were almost like barely functional. I had those from my parents after they would get a new phone. They would give me their phone, and it was like shit that I don't even know what it was. Like one of them, I don't remember what kind of phone it was. It was really thin, and it had T-Mobile branded on the back, and I remember it came with that game, Where's My Water, with I don't remember his name, but the green dinosaur thing, and you would have to like carve out a path for him to get his water. He wants to know where my water is. It came with that like pre-installed on it, I'm pretty sure. So I don't know, maybe some limited edition Where's My Water alligator thing phone. I don't know. I don't remember what it was, and that's really gonna piss me off. But yeah, I didn't have a phone for a long time. I didn't have a phone with service until almost the end of my junior year. So yeah, I was a Wi-Fi warrior, and it's like one of those things where in high school at that point in like society, it's embarrassing to not have a phone, so you gotta like I was like, oh, I don't need to tell anyone. So people will be like, oh, what's your number? You don't want my number. I'm really private, actually. I'm really private. You can't have my number. Or like we would do fucking Kahoots in school, and I would either have to like super quick connect to the school Wi-Fi somehow, or if we could do partners, I'd be like, Sydney, wanna be my partner, and we'll just use your phone. So that was how I navigated that. Because you don't want, when you're kind of poor, when you're low-key kind of poor, you don't want anyone to know that. That's embarrassing. Because then people, I feel like, it's like sneaky make fun of you. Like one time, I often didn't have like new shoes, new school year, new shoes. I didn't have that. So I would wear the shoes, like the same shoes a lot till they just like fell apart. And I remember I was wearing these combat boots. I think it was freshman year into sophomore year, I think. But I was wearing them like every day. And I remember the first day of school, the girl next to me goes, "Didn't you wear those last year?" And I said, "Number one, why do you remember what I was wearing last year? That was 3 months ago. You want me so bad?" And then I said, "Yeah, I'm poor. You want to buy me a new pair of shoes? Because you can. I'm not too proud to accept donations. If you want to buy me a new pair of shoes, be my fucking guest." But I also, in 7th grade, I remember I got this gray pair of Converse, and it changed my life. I wore them until they didn't fit anymore. So, like, well into high school, me and those gray Converse were locked in. Yeah. What else was I gonna say? Oh, when I got them too, we got them from like Journeys or something. I don't remember. But I had only ever shopped at Payless, and when I went to try on the display shoe, and they had to be like, "What size do you want?" Like, I just have to go get them, and I was like, this is fucking humiliating. So, growing up poor is so humbling. So humbling. Never forget your roots. If you grew up poor, never forget your roots. I also think that it's changed the way that I spend money, because I think the problem, and it's somehow in 2 different ways, I'm scared to spend money because I'm always like, I'm gonna be poor again and I need to make sure I have money. So I do, in a way, get nervous about spending money, but I still do it. Like, I feel like my justification is like, well, I grew up wanting so much, and like I never got most of it, so I deserve it. I should just spend the money. Now that I have the money, I should just spend it. The gag is I don't have the money. I don't have the money. Just because the numbers in my bank account look like I have the money, it doesn't mean that I do. And that hasn't clicked in my brain. Like, something about it is just not clicking up there. It's not clocking to me that I'm standing on business. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It makes sense up there. My brain is I'll keep you my dirty little secret. I had a little bit of an emo phase in high school where I was like really into Fall Out Boy. Really, it was kind of like all high school. I can't remember a time where I wasn't into Fall Out Boy. And like, Fall Out Boy and like the surrounding artists, like Panic at the Disco. Yeah, I had that era. I don't remember what else I was into in high school. Senior year, I kind of like tapped into some other shit. I had that, what would you be if he said yes would go? I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I don't remember what I was gonna say, actually. No, I do remember. That Demi Lovato album, I really liked that one. I don't remember what it was called, but the cover is black and white. And it has Daddy Issues on it. I remember that. I didn't like that one. When Lemonade by Beyonce came out, I was like, this shit fucking bangs. Like, I still think that's such a good album. That's one of my favorite albums of all time. It's so cohesive, and like, from beginning to end, it's like, it's almost like a story. Like, you know what the fuck's going on. And I just love that album. I think it's like a perfect album to me. I know some people don't like it, and it was snubbed at the Grammys, which pisses me off, but I do think Lemonade is a perfect album. I also really like, what other albums do I fuck with? What other albums? I like Reputation, Taylor Swift's Reputation album. I do love that one. No Skip album. By the way, not a single skip on there. I don't care what anybody says. A lot of people don't like Endgame. I love Endgame. That's one of my favorite songs on there. I think it was one of my top songs sometime within the last few years. But yeah, Endgame. I also really like Dancing with Our Hands Tied. I love that one a lot, which apparently is kind of like, people overlook that one. It's like, I don't know, she doesn't get her credit. And New Year's Day. I think those are my three favorite. I feel like New Year's Day is like I think everybody kind of likes New Year's Day. It's like the perfect track to close the album on. Like, couldn't have picked a better one. I'll be cleaning up bottles with you on New Year's Day. It's beautiful. Yeah, there's Reputation. What else? The Notification I just got scared me. I don't know what I thought it was. What else? What other albums am I fucking with? Save Rock and Roll, the Fall Out Boy album. I love that one. It's like another unpopular opinion. I'm just so unique. But I think that might be my favorite Fall Out Boy album. Don't jump me. I think Folie à Deux is my second favorite, if that counts for anything. But Save Rock and Roll is my favorite. Sorry. What else? I like Megan Thee Stallion's Traumazine album. It's got some real fucking hits on there. NDA and Plan B and Ungrateful. And what the fuck is the one with Lotto? Budget. I love that one. I really like that album too. What else? As far as Taylor Swift, I really like Folklore too. And Torture Poets Department. I like all the black and white albums. Those are my fucking favorite, I guess. If Taylor Swift has a black and white album, I love it. I feel like I really am forgetting some. Oh, Teddy Swims. I've tried everything but Therapy 2. Love that one. No skips. Not a single skip. Actually, there might be. I'd have to look at the track list. I remember there being one or two that I was like, I don't know. I don't need to listen to this one again. Yeah. I really like She's Got It from that album, and I really like Bad Dreams. So, and I thought of one just now as I was talking about that Teddy Swims album, and then I forgot it. Oh, it was, and I'd have to decide between the two albums. I don't want to say, it's depending on the day. Take Me Back to Eden, Sleep Tokens, Take Me Back to Eden. It might be my favorite. If you catch me on a different day, it could also be Even in Arcadia. I don't know. The duality of me. Yeah, it depends on the mood. If I'm feeling kind of like low energy, I think me when I fucking stutter and can't speak right. If I'm feeling kind of low energy, Even in Arcadia. One of my, I don't remember what order they're in, but one of my fucking favorite track runs of all time is like Dangerous. What is it? Caramel, Even in Arcadia, Provider, Damocles. I don't remember what order they're in but I swear to God, I think they're grouped together in the album. One of my favorite fucking track runs of all time. Like, I know Dangerous is the first song the section that I really like, so I'll put on Dangerous and just listen through my favorites. But I also really do like Take Me Back to Eden. It has The Summoning on it, which is fucking iconic. That's the first Sleep Token song I ever heard, and that, like, the outro, the last bit of it, changed my life. I was like, what is this? What is this? Who is this? Yeah, so I just bit my lip really hard. That's what I get for fucking gnawing on it, like a dog gnawing on a bone. But yeah, I really like that album because it has a song on it, but also I really like Rain and Aquarija. I like that one a lot too. Take Me Back to Eden, the title track. Fire. I wish I could remember what else is on it. I would need to see the track list to tell you what is on it. In a way, Sleep Token reminds me of like Fall Out Boy in the sense that a lot of the time I don't know what the title of the song is. Like, I know the song, but I couldn't tell you what the title is. Fall Out Boy, I swear to God, a lot of the time, especially like their older albums, is like, they don't even say the song title, so I'm like, how the fuck should I know what the song is called? You don't, you know what I mean? So yeah, I really like those two albums, if you even care. I'm really upset because I know that there's some that I really, really like, and they're not coming to mind for me right now. Not that anyone asked what my fucking favorite albums are, but you know what? No one asks for any of this, and I don't give a fuck. These are really just because I'm kind of self-absorbed in a way. Like, I hate myself, but in a way I'm also self-absorbed because I'll go back and like watch these as if I'm not the one speaking. I just think that I'm so interesting because I'll say things and I don't remember saying it, and I'm like, why would I say that? What did I mean by that? Or I'll hear it and be like, no, I agree. I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do agree. Fucking psycho. But I'll also scroll through I'll like yap to myself and like in a Snapchat video with some filter, and I'll be like, but I'll save them. I won't send them to anybody, won't post them. I'll just save them and then scroll through and watch them. I could do that for 2 hours. Sometimes I do that for 2 hours. I just find myself so fascinating. Another thing that I really like to do is I'll go through my own tweets. Because I tweet nonstop. Twitter's my diary. I don't think a day has ever passed since I first created my Twitter at 12 years old. I don't think a day has gone by where I haven't tweeted something. And I truly, truly, truly believe that. Because the way I be on that damn app, I always got something to say. And if it's not something to say, then I always find something to retweet. I'm always on that damn app. I'm always scrolling. If we're sitting out doing something, you look over at my phone, there's a 90% chance I'm scrolling on Twitter. There's just so much on there to see. And I don't know, I just feel like everybody's kind of migrated off of Twitter. So all that's left are the crazy people and the people that no one else likes. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. A lot of stuff on there. Me and Twitter are locked in forever. I'm gonna go to the grave with Twitter. I'm gonna be tweeting from the nursing home, probably. What else was I gonna say? I was gonna say something else. The problem is I'll get to saying something and then I'll think of something else to say after I'm saying this, but then by the time I'm done saying that, I've forgotten what I was gonna say. If that makes sense. If you even care. I have to pee really bad. But I know if I go pee, I'm gonna forget where I was at. The gag is, though, I'm gonna forget either way. I don't even remember where I was at. I don't know why I don't know why I feel the need to hold my pee. TMI, maybe. Oh, another thing this was what I was gonna say. Another thing that I like to do is scroll through the group chat and just read old messages. That's why I keep them. I have my phone set to keep all messages for a year. I wish I could keep them for longer. I wish I could keep them forever, but my phone storage isn't. I'm not equipped to do that. because we talk so fucking much in the group chat. Group chat's always going, always going, always going. So I don't have the storage to keep them, but I do keep them for a year, and I like to scroll through them and just kind of, what were you talking about? It's so funny. Like, I'll just be giggling. Like, that was funny. Scrolling. That was so funny. Oh my god, I forgot that happened. Alright. I don't have anything better to do, clearly. But that's how I made a Jeopardy board with everyone's texts. It was like, who said this? Who said that? Who said it? But it was texts. I found the most out-of-pocket texts that I could find in that group chat, and I wrote them down, and I made 5 Jeopardy boards. And I think it's my greatest life work. I don't think there's much that I can do in life that could top that. Graduating college, who cares? Buying a house, who cares? That expensive ass mortgage payment that just keeps going up, by the way. Don't buy a house, it's a scam. The mortgage payment goes up every 6 months. Anyways, but yeah, no, those Jeopardy boards are my greatest creation. If I ever have a kid, knock on wood, please no. Where's the wood? Please no. I'm not equipped to be a mother, and I'm, again, too self-absorbed and too lazy. I can't be a mom. But even if I had a kid, the Jeopardy boards would still be my greatest creation and my greatest contribution to society, in my opinion. I have to pee for real. Me again, it's me again. Ooh, hello. I was peeing, and when I thought about it, peeing is one of the best bodily functions, alongside sneezing. I love to sneeze, it's so satisfying. And then I also, this kind of goes along with sneezing, but I love to pick my nose. I love to dig in my nose, especially after you've been sick and it's like crusty in there. I don't want to pick slimy, fresh, clean boogies. I want to pick crusty boogies. Yeah. Really passionate about picking crusty boogies. Chat, clip that. ASMR me eating my Reese's peanut butter Oreo cup. The Oreo Reese's cups are, I think, my favorite Reese's. I think I like them better than like the original. I don't know why. It's just something about them. Something about them that I really like. Yeah. I'm really running out of shit. Damn. The caffeine is wearing off. I hate dry erase markers. I'm looking at some right now. I hate them. Unless it's like the Expo markers. Like the crisp, new, juicy Expo markers. I can get behind those. An off-brand dry erase marker? No. I also hate wide ruled paper. I think wide ruled paper, after like 5th grade, I started to be like, I don't want this shit. Where's the college ruled? Give me that. I don't want wide ruled paper. My tooth hurts. I blame the Oreo. The Oreo. I got a root canal here recently, and I just got the temporary crown. And low-key, they were putting the temporary crown on. I swear to God, they shredded my gums or something. Because I walked out of there damn near in tears, and this whole side of my face was throbbing. I get in my car, and I just cried. I cried for a few minutes. I'm not even gonna lie to you right now. It hurt really bad. Yeah, but I got the temporary crown put on. Kind of nervous for to get the permanent crown, because I'm like, are they gonna fuck my shit up again? Because I really like this dentist. They're like the nicest dentist I've ever been to. Like, all the staff is super nice. The receptionists are super nice, which is crazy because receptionists are usually the evilest people on the planet. Mad as fuck that you're even there. Sorry, I'm here to get my fucking root canal. I'm here to get my tooth ripped out. Damn, that's my bad. I'm sorry I'm here. But they act like you are in the biggest inconvenience ever. Like, the hygienists are really nice. The dental assistants are super nice. Even the dentists themselves are really nice, which is like, alongside receptionists, I feel like they usually don't care. Like, they're just there for a paycheck, and they're like, all right, Where does it hurt? All right, okay. I'm gonna rip it out. Like, these ones are very nice. But, like, I don't know, because when they did the root canal itself, they used one of those, like, blue silicone, like they put it in your mouth, and then they only, like, make a hole for the tooth that they're working on. But that shit had me, like, I was smothered. I was being waterboarded in my own saliva. And, you know, like, usually, I've had a lot of root canals. I've had a lot of dental work, unfortunately. But usually they have, like, the little suction thing, and they kind of, like, hang it on the side of your mouth, and it's just, like, kind of there. Or they'll, like, give it to you to hold so that I have the power. They didn't do that. It's like, she would just kind of come in with it randomly. So I'm not kidding, drowning in my spit also because I'm a little bitch and I don't want to say anything, so I'm drowning in my spit the whole time, and, like, having to make a conscious effort of, like, don't let the spit drip down your throat. Like, I thought I was gonna drown. It was scary. And then they're, like, there's, like, liquid and shit. They're, like, doing stuff in there, and, like, I'm gonna drown in that too. And every once in a while they would be like, oh, they would suction it up, and I'd be like, thank God. But then, you know, it fills back up. And there was one point, I don't remember what they were doing, but there was one point I started to gag. I was like, and they were like, oh, give her some suction, I guess. Yes, bro, I've been over here drowning in my own spit and whatever random concoction of shit you're putting on my tooth. So there's that. I did not like that. I did not like that blue thing. Kind of scared. I think I'm gonna get this back tooth back here, a filling ripped out of, like, a year ago. It might be over a year. But the filling ripped out, and it's just like a big, it's nasty. But it's like, I'm pretty sure the filling was between, like, the tooth was like this. If my gums are here, the tooth was like this, and I think the filling was in here, and the filling in here ripped out. So it feels, I don't know, this might just be how it feels, and it's not accurate, but it feels like there's just a shelf of tooth, and, like, food will get in there sometimes, and it hurts so fucking bad. It hurts to brush on this side. Like, it hurts to touch it. It hurts to brush over there. Sometimes if I really get it irritated, it'll, like, hurt to talk because my cheek brushes up against it. Yeah. I'm just gonna get it ripped out, low-key, because when I got x-rayed, or I did my cleaning in last February. I did miss the one in August. I don't want to talk about it. I have one scheduled for January. Don't jump me. But when I got my last cleaning in February, they obviously x-rayed me, and they were like, you got a couple cavities that we need to fill. And I was like, that's not in my budget right now. And they said I needed a root canal, and I said, not in the budget right now. It was not in the budget until it forced itself into the budget, and it was unbearable pain, and I was like, I guess I'll go get it. But they also said that we talked about the back tooth, and they said either you need a root canal in it, or you just need to get it extracted. And what really spooked me is they said, well, the root canal might not even work. I don't remember why. I think maybe there wasn't enough tooth or some shit, or the tooth was too weak. I don't remember. But they said the root canal might not work. And I was like, well, I'm about to pay $800. I paid $800 for this one. I don't really want to pay $800 for it to be like, oh, it didn't work. Just for you to have to extract it anyways. No, take this bitch out. Take it out. I don't care. And I know, like, I've done a lot of tooth research because I have a lot of tooth problems. So I know things about teeth. And I know that if you get a tooth extracted, especially like a molar, they say that you should get an implant or something because it will shift all the other teeth. But I saw, and this is a totally credible source on Reddit, that if it's like the very back one, it's fine because there's no teeth to shift forward. So I don't know if that's true. I don't care anymore. I'm gonna take that and run with it, and I think it's just gonna make me feel better. So I'm gonna get the tooth extracted and just see what happens, I guess. Like, what do I have to lose? It already hurts. All of my teeth hurt all the time. It could be I don't floss that often. I only floss when I feel like something's in there, or if I'm like, I should probably floss. I don't floss on a regular basis because I'm lazy. The problem is I'm always in a hurry. I'm either up or up late in the morning. I get up late and I'm like, I gotta go. So I'm like brushing my teeth super aggressive, probably brushing all the enamel off my teeth, fucking my gums up, and then I'm gone. But obviously I'm not gonna sit there and be like, oh, I gotta floss. I'm not doing that. And then before bed, I don't always brush my teeth before bed. Sorry. Sometimes I forget until I lay down and I'm like, I don't want to get back up. But a lot of the time I don't floss before bed either because I'm trying to go to bed. At bedtime, I'm trying to go to bed. So, I don't know. I usually, anytime I do floss, it's like some random point in the middle of the day. Like, I never set aside flossing time. So, yeah. Yeah, I had to pay $800 for this root canal. Obviously, root canal itself, not that expensive. The crown, expensive as fuck. Like, why is a crown like $700? What is dental insurance for? Why do I pay for dental insurance every month, and then I gotta pay $800 for a root canal? What good are you? Why are you even here? Why are you here? So I can get a free cleaning? Twice a year I get a free cleaning. Okay, alright, sure. I will say that a filling was less expensive than I thought it was gonna be because I got this root canal done, right? And then at some point during the procedure, I swear to God, I just heard the door creak. I'm about to tweak. I'm gonna tweak. Bro. I'm scared. I'm looking at the cameras right now. I swear to God, I heard the door creak. That's why I'm like, oh, I'm looking at the cameras. I thought it was the back door, specifically, because the back door, squeaky. The front door, the front door I can also see right out of. The back door I can't see out of. And it sounded like the back door, because it's super squeaky, so that I'm like, oh, customer. And it wasn't. And then I swear to you, I heard footsteps. I swear to you, I heard footsteps. I want to go home. My eyes are glued to this TV monitor. I feel like Five Nights at Freddy's. I'm like, that actually just made me nervous. What if I'm scaring myself? Okay, that was. What if? You think Freddy Fazbear is here? The problem is I'll be looking at these monitors and like obviously light shit like cars passing through the front, like obviously it reflects light or whatever, but I'll be looking at it and I'm like, bro, I swear to fucking God I just heard another footstep. I swear to God. I wanna go home. I wanna go home. I'm gonna kill myself. That's the only solution. That just scared whatever I had going on upstairs in my head. That just scared it out of me. It's like when you're a little tipsy and then something scary happens and then you sober up immediately. That just happened to me. I just sobered up from the caffeine. I can't take my eyes off the screen right now. Because I'm convinced if I do, I'm gonna miss something. And I need to know it's here before it knows me here. don't want to be here. See, I'm paranoid. Now I'm seeing shit. My mind is playing tricks on me. I'm scared. You know that? Bro, there's this TV that, like, is on out there with, like, ads and shit. I keep seeing it change and thinking, oh, and then I'm seeing movement. Yeah, girl, it's the TV. But, there's that old Vine where the little girl farts and she's like, I don't know what was that. I'm scared. Except I didn't fart. If I farted, I wouldn't have acknowledged it. So I'm not even I'm uncomfortable as fuck right now. I don't feel safe here right now. I don't feel safe. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's probably like the house settling or something. I'm not gonna lie to you right now. I'm not even shitting you right now. I swear I've heard doors creak in this bitch before. It'll happen randomly. Like, I'll just be chilling here watching TikTok on my phone and then I'll hear a door creak and I'm like, I think it's a customer. It's not. There's no customer. And then sometimes I do feel like I hear footsteps. I'm scared. What if there's a ghost and it's listening to me? But if I locked the doors, ran away, and cried in my car because I'm scared, I'd be wrong. I need a customer to come in. I'm dead ass. I'm icked out right now. I know I'm doing too much, and I've probably been talking about this for like 5 minutes, but I am icked out right now. I don't appreciate whatever the fuck just happened. So go Pistons. Go Pistons. Go Cade Cunningham. Cade and the boys. Cade and Jalen Duren and Asar Thompson. And my boy Ron Holland. I feel a very I swear there was an Oreo crumb from this devil Reese's cup. I don't even remember what I was saying. Oh, I feel such a strong maternal instinct towards Ron Holland. I feel like, I don't know. I just feel like that's my boy. I feel like that's my son. And whenever he's doing well, I'm like, I knew you could do it, buddy. I knew you had it in you. So, yeah, love Ron Holland. Yeah, I'm fine. The Lions play football today. They play the Rams. I'm nervous. I'm not gonna lie to you right now. I'm nervous. They've had so many ups and downs. Like, they'll have like a really great game and you're like, oh, things are starting to click. They're starting to figure it out. They're starting to hit a flow. They're starting to enter flow state. And then the next week it's like, have y'all been practicing? Did we have practice this week or no? Oh, no, for sure. No, it's fine. Okay. You know what I mean? Like, they'll hit a flow state and then it'll just stop. The crazy thing, I swear to God, you can tell within the first, like maybe their first 2 drives, you can tell if they're gonna lose because they get into the shit and I feel like they're so bad at bouncing back. I feel like they get into a rut and then sometimes I feel like once they're in that rut, they can't bounce back. Like, they can't fucking get it together most of the time. It has happened occasionally where, like, they have these comebacks where I'm like, oh, look at y'all go. But I swear, you can tell within the first quarter for sure whether they're gonna win or lose. Sometimes Occasionally they can scrape out a win when they're struggling like that, when they can't fucking get it together in the first quarter. Sometimes they can scrape out a win, but in my opinion, most of the time, things have to click in the first quarter or you're fucked. It's done. You're cooked. Wrap it up. I don't know what it is. But yeah. Yeah. I think they play at 4:30, and I'm scared. I think they played their last 2 games on Thursdays, and I kind of like that. I kind of like watching on Thursday. I come home, I'm tweaking. I really am seeing shit. I come home, I end my night with the Lions game, and then it's like a nice way to end my night if they win. If they lose, it's like I'm laying in bed mad. But like Sundays, when I like Sunday night football, I can rock with that. I'll even like I don't mind a 1 o'clock game either. I hate the 4:30 ones. I don't know why I hate the 4:30 ones. There's something about them where I'm just like, all right. It's like, I don't know. I just prefer either 1 o'clock or 8 o'clock or 8:25, whatever the fuck it is. If you even care. Who's got a favorite pen? I don't, so I don't know why I'm asking. Actually, that might not be true, but there's this pen here. We have pens at work that are like Amazon brand. I don't know what it is about them. I really like them. They're just like plain. They say Amazon Basics on them, I'm pretty sure. I like them. I love to write on Post-it notes with them. Riveting conversation that I'm having right now. Absolutely riveting. I feel like it takes some skill to have awkward silences with yourself. You know what I mean? Like, why was that an awkward silence? That might be it for real. That might be all I got. My brain might be empty right now. I got distracted thinking about the Lions and the ghost horror, whatever just happened, kind of absorbed all my brain power, so I don't know. That might be it for me. I'm also really tired. I've gone to bed too late the last 2 nights. The weekends kicking my ass. I swear to God, every Saturday, Sunday, I'm sleep deprived because I gotta get up at 7 to be at the vape shop. But my friends like to keep me outside late into the night. Like I'm a fucking vampire. Like I'm a creature of the night. Speaking of vampires, I've been watching What We Do in the Shadows. It's so stupid in an affectionate way. I mean that affectionately. It is so stupid that it's just like, you just kind of watch in horror and you're like, they did what? Like, some of the plot lines are just like, what? Why is this an episode? One of the most recent ones that I watched, because me and Gabe have been kind of watching it together, or I guess not kind of, we have been watching it together. One of the most recent ones we watched was the annual vampire orgy that one of the characters had to plan. It was their turn to plan it, I guess. It was the annual vampire orgy. So there's 4 vampires from Staten Island. Already a funny premise, not premises. I know words, but it's 4 vampires from Staten Island. There's Nandor, Nadja, Laszlo, and then the other one, those are all like traditional vampires. Like when you think vampire, that's what those are. Then there's Colin Robinson, who is an energy vampire, who's like he's like Toby from The Office, like really more monotone, boring, gray. If he was a color, it'd be gray, and he's an energy vampire, so he like just bores people to death. Like that's how he gets his power. But he's the 4th vampire, and the vampire orgy, he's there, obviously, vampire at the vampire orgy, and he's wearing like a leather thong, and I was just like, Colin Robinson, what is this? And then Nandor has a familiar, which I guess is kind of like an assistant that he promises he's going to turn into a vampire someday. Apparently it's been 10 years and he's not become a vampire, and it's like a point of contention between them. Like, it's tense when Guillermo starts to get to thinking about it and he's like, I'm not a fucking vampire yet. It kind of throws the vibe off. And I feel like Nandor is just none the wiser. He's just in his own little vampire world. He don't realize Guillermo is pissed off at him. Guillermo is... He's like me for real. Nandor's like, what's wrong, Guillermo? And he's like, nothing, I'm fine. But like, he's mad. Yeah. Guillermo's one of the girls. Guillermo might be... Guillermo? I feel like I keep saying Guillermo. Guillermo? I don't know how else to say it. But I feel like he might be... I think he's my 2nd favorite character, perhaps. Because my favorite... Honestly... Guillermo and Nandor go back and forth for my favorite character. It depends on my mood, really. It depends on the episode. It depends on the joke, whichever tickles my fancy. I'm like, he's my favorite character. But like, it changes. It easily flip-flops back and forth. And then after the 2 of them, whichever one isn't my favorite at the moment is then tied for second favorite with Nadja. I think Nadja's so cool. She is such like a weirdo, horny little freak. Like, I love Nadja. I think she's every time she's on screen, I'm like, I'm about to giggle. She's about to make me giggle. And then I think Laszlo's my least favorite character. I don't know. I'm not on What We Do in the Shadows, that side of the internet, so I don't know who everybody's favorite character. I don't know who like the character is. You know what I mean? And I hope it's not Laszlo, because I don't want to feel bad about my choices, about my opinions. But he is my least favorite. I don't know. I don't have any beef with him. I just like all the other ones so much more. There was this one episode. This one keeps coming back to me. I don't know why, but they all can turn into bats. Laszlo's a bat. And I think he goes into somebody's house. He's like trying to feed or whatever. He's a bat. And they call animal control, and animal control comes and gets Laszlo as a bat. And then he's like locked up in animal control, and like Guillermo and Nandor have to like break him out. And how does this work? I think Nandor also becomes a bat, and then he also winds up getting locked up. Wait, I might be misremembering. They free him. They free Laszlo. But it was really funny, because I was like, that's just the premise of this episode is so fucking dumb. So stupid. There's another episode where the vampires and the werewolves, the local Staten Island werewolves, are like beefing. And they're like, alright, well, we have to battle. Pick your representative. They pick Nandor. And we're gonna send our baddest bitch out, and they're gonna fight. Send your baddest bitch out. Send your baddest bitch out. That's what that was. It was like that. But so he's about to fight this big ass werewolf. Like, big werewolf. And they're like, pick your weapons. And the werewolf's like, I don't need a weapon. I have my fists. And Nandor's like, he picks a dog chew toy. And they're about to battle on top of a parking garage. He picks the dog chew toy, just throws it over the edge. Werewolf jumps. Wrap it up. I think that's all we needed to see, gentlemen. Yeah. That one was really funny. There's an episode, and I wish I could remember what was happening in it, but it's like they're trying to take over Staten Island, but they're trying to like talk to this councilwoman first, and they're like, we want to take over Staten Island. Can we take over Staten Island, please? Obviously that's not how that works. And then they're like speaking at this like a town hall or whatever, and she's like, Who the fuck is this? Why are you in here with your cape? And you're demanding to take Staten Island, or you want to form an alliance, or whatever the fuck. So then they show up at her house, and they're like trying to convince her, and she's like, who are you and why are you at my house? And I think she complains about she has a raccoon problem around her house, and she's like, well, if you can get rid of the raccoons, like maybe we can be cool. And so Laszlo leaves a pile of dead raccoons on her porch, because he's like, she wanted me to get rid of them. Here they, like, dead ass serious. Like, he doesn't think he's being like weird or like whatever. He doesn't think there's a problem with it. He's dead ass just like, you wanted the raccoons gone, here they are. He leaves them a pile on her porch, bro. A customer just came in, and I'm trying to talk about What We Do in the Shadows. Anyways, I really don't have that much else to say, so we're just gonna wrap it up. We're gonna wrap it up, and we're gonna leave it on What We Do in the Shadows note. And oh, he's walking fast. Okay, peace out.